CNN. It's been only 3 months since former Peruvian President Martin Vizcarra was impeached by his country's Congress and removed from office over corruption allegations which he has repeatedly. Yet there he was again on Monday, making a public statement blaming a political class that is only interested in generating chaos for his implication in a vaccine scandal that has riled up the ante. The wide-ranging and questioned scandal involves current and government officials, including the former president, who were vaccinated against the coronavirus even though they were not eligible, a scandal that has prompted the resignations of several ministers. Peru is currently grappling with the resurgence of the virus, reporting more than 6,000 cases a day, according to data from Johns Hopkins University. It is also facing a dangerous shortage of intensive care unit beds and oxygen as cases rise. Vizcarra appears on a list of nearly 500 people who took advantage of their position to get access to the Chinese-made vaccine. Current interim President Francisco Sagasti said early the list, which has been made public, includes the creme de la creme of Peruvian politics, including Sagasti's Health Minister Pilar Mazzetti and Foreign Minister Elizabeth Ostete. Vizcarra tweeted Sunday that his decision to get the vaccine had not caused any injury to anybody and much less the state. He added that he didn't take advantage of the situation because it was a project to develop a vaccine that had not yet gone through all the phases of approval. Read more. I had valid reasons not to make my participation in the clinical trials, because that would put at risk the normal development of phase 3, so much so that I was warned about the possible counterproductive effects to my health, the former president. And then again Monday, he complained the press continued to publish distorted information about what happened. In an open letter, Mazzetti called the decision to get vaccinated the worst mistake of her life. It won't be enough to ask for forgiveness to all of those I have disappointed. In a statement published on Twitter, Ostete said that she's aware of the grave error I made, and that's the reason why I decided not to receive a second. For all the reasons previously discussed, I have informed the President of our Republic that I'm resigning my post as Minister of Foreign Relations. Peru is facing a critical moment, Sagasti said. In addition to the health crisis, the economic crisis, the social crisis, and instability and political crisis that we have lived over the last few months, we now have a crisis of ethics. His own presidency is testimony to Paris' recent string of crises. Sagasti has been the country's president for less than 3 months, appointed as an interim leader in the wake of political upheaval last fall. He took office after predecessor Manuel Merino was forced to resign amid mass demonstrations against Paris politics. Merino himself had only just replaced Vizcarra. Between November 9th and 17th, Peru had 3 different presidents: Vizcarra, Merino, and the vaccine scandal, that some in the Andean country are already calling vacuna-gate. Vacuna means vaccine in Spanish, emerged last week after an investigation by local news organization Relax TV. Many Peruvians say they're outraged, but not surprised that government officials in their inner circles, including relatives, allegedly took advantage of their positions to access a vaccine to which they were not entitled. Jose Ugaz, a Peruvian human rights attorney and former president of Amnesty International, called it a chronicle of scandal foretold, echoing the words of writer Gabriel Garcia. I had already asked, and several organizations had done the same, that there should be great care in how vaccines should be handled, he told CNN. Ugaz said that many Peruvians are accustomed to disappointment after disappointment from their elected. We have seen governments deeply entrenched in corruption, with weak governing abilities, lying permanently and systematically to the people, and putting the interests of themselves and those of their parties and inner circles ahead of the country, which has also happened during the pandemic. The list of disappointing national leaders is indeed long, and in that sense, Vizcarra is not wrong that chaos reigns in the Peru. All of the last 6 presidents of Peru have been in trouble with the law. Alberto Fujimori, 1990 to 2000, is serving a 25-year sentence for human rights violation. Alejandro Toledo, 2001 to 2006, who is currently in the United States, faces an extradition request for money laundering charges, which he denies. Alan Garcia, 1985 to 1990 and 2006 to 2011, died by suicide in April 2019 as he was about to be arrested for accusations related to the Odebrecht corruption scandal. Pedro Pablo Kaczynski, 2016-18 is currently under house arrest for his related role in the Odebrecht corruption scandal, which he onto Humala, 2011-16 was arrested in 2017 on similar allegations. He not only disputes the charges, but plans to run again. And finally, the Peruvian Attorney General's office announced Monday it is investigating Martin Vizcarra for the vaccine scandal. Many Peruvians still remember the Vladi video scandal, a series of video recordings that came to light in the videos showed Vladimiro Montesinos, then head of Paris intelligence service, bribing opposition members of Congress so that they would switch sides and support the policies of then-President Alberto Fujimori, whose campaign motto was honesty. Technology. Montesinos has been found guilty of numerous crimes that go beyond the Velati video scandal. In 2016 he was sentenced to 22 years in prison for kidnapping and murdering 3 people. In 2019, Paris Supreme Court confirmed an increase of his 15-year sentence to 17 years, for his role in the 1992 kidnapping of businessman Samuel Dyer. Still, for UGAS, Thierry's reason the hope. Paris justice system still works in spite of the odds, he says. Authorities are moving forward with an investigation against Vizcarra over the vaccine scandal, and Toledo will likely be tried if he returns. The same applies to the others, although accusations of political persecution and vendettas go on. April 11. Peruvians have a chance at a reset, when they go back to the polls to choose a new president and all 130 members of its unicameral Congress. Like many Peruvians, UGAS is hoping for a major change from Paris' political turmoil and much criticized handling of the corona. The scandals could be representative of a political class that is breathing its last gasps of air. Jimena de la Quintana in Lima and Claudia Rebaza in London contributed.